Brought to you by Penguin. You Float My Boat, the Uxbridge series, Book 2 by Lulu Moore. Read by Sam Stafford and Rebecca Lee.
This book is for anyone who spent time looking for something, only to find it was right in front of them the whole time.
Note to my readers. Dear readers, welcome back to the Uxbridge series. It's so wonderful to have you here. While You Float My Boat is set in the beautiful city of Oxford against the background of Oxford University and the boat race, please remember it is a work of fiction. You may find some creative liberties because they work better for Charlie and Violet's story, so I ask your forgiveness in advance if that's the case. Happy reading. I hope you love Charlie and Violet as much as I do. I can't wait to hear what you think, and I'll see you on the Thames riverbank in April. Lulu.
Chapter 1. Charlie. Kissing with tongues. To be or not to be. Violet Brooks was officially late. I'd already been warned by her brother that she would be, which is why I'd arrived a quarter of an hour after the time I'd given her, but that was 45 minutes ago. I checked my watch again. It didn't make the hands move any quicker. Neither had drumming my fingers against the table, or tapping my foot, or glancing at the door every 2 seconds. I'd have left if I wasn't so desperate for her help. The condensation slid down the outside of my glass of soda water. Even though it was freezing outside, and snow was beginning to fall thickly, the fire I was sitting beside made the blue ore seem positively tropical. It was also quieter in here than usual, seeing as it was technically still the Christmas holidays, but by the weekend the place would once again be heaving with students gearing up for the new term. I glanced out of the windows, where there was still no sign of Violet. I'd already read through one of the daily newspapers left on the bar, so I picked my phone up and typed out some formulas I'd been thinking about for my physics paper. May as well not completely waste my time sitting here. I was deep in thought about all possible solutions of F equals minus kx when a flurry of white snowflakes whooshed through the air as the doors flung open. The Christmas decorations, yet to be taken down from the ceiling, blew around, barely hanging on by their single silvery threads. The air cleared to reveal a girl standing on the threshold of the pub, and the doors slammed shut behind her. Her bright blue eyes scanned around, widening as they landed on me. Chazzle! The fluffy emerald green coat, which a poor muppet had been skinned for, had already been shucked off her shoulders by the time she arrived at the table. The scarf came next, meters and meters of multicoloured cashmere that looked more like a blanket big enough to keep a family of 5 warm. I stood as she yanked off her large navy-knitted hat with a giant pink bobble on the end of it and dropped into the chair opposite. Sorry, overslept. Overslept? I certainly wasn't a fan of early mornings, but it was 2 in the afternoon. God, it's bloody boiling in here, Violet exclaimed, and proceeded to remove another layer of clothing, this time a black polo neck, to reveal a tight white vest, and I briefly wondered if maybe she'd been wearing it in bed, and thrown on the nearest items of clothing she could find before running here. I pushed that thought away, only for her tits to squash together as her arms crossed and she pulled the neck of the jumper over her head, finally freeing herself from the confines of cashmere. I forced myself to focus on a spot over her left shoulder until she stopped wriggling about. Staring at a girl's breasts was a big no-no. Staring at my best friend's sister's tits, currently snuggled into a green lace bra, was absolutely forbidden under any circumstance. Long caramel blonde curls, the colour of my golden retriever, Magic, tumbled over her shoulders, except the bottom inch looked...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?